Loading?
What is that? That's
Yep,
on the
we're
screen.
live.
Oh, we are live?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys are muted. Oh.
Books today while we watch the game.
Do you need me to find bets?
Yeah. I mean, there aren't any, but yeah, you can find them. Oh my God! This time it's
Right
a dress
now?
rehearsal, you guys. It's a dress rehearsal.
Oh, well then.
Is this are you? This is for a dress rehearsal? Oh my God!
Your parents.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show. What's that? The whole time.
That muted.
You guys were muted.
Guys, we are presented by Bet365. Never ordinary. Absolutely
once.
never ordinary. And we have a great show for you. Why? Because I want to ask a question that I've been pondering. I've been pondering ever since this morning when I read Zach Lowe's article about the most fun teams in the NBA. I think this is going to be the most fun team the Nuggets have fielded in the Jokic era. I think this one might be set up for some fun. We'll debate that. We're also going to talk about the Ringer. They did their own player rankings. Are they better than ESPN?
Yes.
I think they are. We're also going to open up the Bet365 app and make some bets, both real and imagined. Here to do it with me, I've got Brendan Vogt.
No one hits the G in ringer quite like
I
that.
know.
Ringer. It's almost
I
like a,
never realized that I pronounce words differently. I
Yeah.
always think I have a clean pronunciation. If you
yeah.
guys draw my attention
maybe
to
too
it.
clean.
Ringer.
Well, this is
Does
like-
that sound it? Did I say it
You're
there?
doing like a hard G.
This is why we don't. This is
Never
why.
do a RG.
That's why. This is why once a show we make a linger joke.
Just lingering, man.
Lingering.
Just lingering. A guy
Lingering.
who's lingered with this company too long. It's D-Line Co.
Man, what a perfect summation of me as a person, me in my state. Yes, I couldn't agree with you anymore. Back into the fray, dear friends, though. I'm ready to get rolling and ready for the season to start.
Man, the preseason tonight. I'll miss it. I'll miss it when it's gone. We end it tonight. We bury it tonight. But first, we get to watch this dress rehearsal with all of the starters in tow. Let's find out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's start with some housekeeping. First of all, here's who's out for the Denver Nuggets tonight. Michael Porter Jr. still out. Christian Brown still out. Julian Strother will miss this game as well.
No.
So those are some hits to
That's
the
a
vibe.
lot of hits, man.
A lot of hits. Obviously, Jay Huff and Flacco will miss this game
But
as
wait
well.
a minute. Will Jokic play?
Well, here's the deal. The starters are going to play this
Then
game.
let's go. I'm
Michael Malone, head coach of the Denver Nuggets, is back in his duties as the head coach, and he told Vic Lombardi and other media in town that the starters, quote, will get a good amount of run, end quote, tonight.
Hell yeah.
So it's
all
just
bad.
that the starters will look a
actually
little
great.
different. It's just that the starters will look a little different. No Mike, no Christian to fill in. So who's going to fill in?
Julian's done enough, right? So him missing today, it's almost like I would love to see him again, but he's done enough. I will say, with the starting lineup, though, have you given it yet?
Oh, I'm about to.
Oh, I can't wait for this part, guys.
It's
Drum
the,
roll,
it's
please.
the normal starters plus Hunter Tyson. Come on
Whoa.
down. Congratulations.
Hey.
Hunter Tyson is going to start tonight. And the Clippers are not going to start their best guys. It's going to be Bones, Normal Powell, Terrence Mann, Robert Covington, and Zubats in there.
Zubats
to
is
start.
starting?
Yeah.
Why?
Just to-
I don't know.
just
Don't
to
ask
fight
me,
with
bro. Ask
Jokic.
Ty Lue.
Don't you think
know?
that's funny when it's like, we're taking the starters off, and Zubats like, yeah, he's, oh, but not you.
Not
I mean,
you.
you're
Well, he wants him to muscle Jokic.
No, but here's the thing, man. Jokic figures you out. You don't figure Jokic out.
Oh, for sure.
You should never play against Jokic. Just give him more of a read. Not that Zubats
He figured
is there,
Zubats out some time ago. Adam.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know how much Zubats has been in the lab.
Imagine how much more he'll figure about tonight, though, is my only point.
He's like, I learned this one weird trick.
Yeah, so Nugget starters plus Hunter Tyson against
Yes.
Zubats plus Covington, Mann, Norm, and Bones, old friend Highland. Obviously, Michael Malone is back. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't know you had more notes here.
Well, Michael Malone is back, and he did say that the first couple of days off, he did not watch their games, to be fully honest. He had to catch up. He did say the entire coaching staff and the players did a hell of a job while he was away, and he appreciates it.
Can you imagine if he said
Well, he's got a note.
coaching
That's the thing.
staff did a rough job?
He's got a note. Malone was not happy with the way his team has rebounded in the preseason, especially on the defensive end. He did say, he was asked, and he did say that when his father passed, he heard from everyone, and that Calvin Booth and the entire front office attended the wake, as did Ryan Bowen, and Charles Klask. Tim Connolly and Wes Unseld were there, and others he mentioned. So Michael Malone back in the saddle here with the Denver Nuggets. Hopeful to see a little better rebounding effort in the preseason finale.
All right.
That's crazy. I'm glad. I love that everybody was there.
Of course.
Just like I love this family feeling of the Denver Nuggets.
I know. It's good.
It feels good. It feels like something you like feel good about being a part of. Sometimes you find yourself in the sport I won't make any direct lines, but like sometimes there's like a group of fans that you're like, do I fit in with these people? Like the Nuggets family is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
But to your point, not every coaching staff is that way. Just today, the Milwaukee Bucks, who I don't know if you guys know on Bet365, they're ranked number 1 odds to win the championship. And
They have Giannis, right?
They do have Giannis. They also have Damian Lillard, and they have Lillard's
what?
old coach, Terry Stotts,
Right.
running the offense.
They're stoked about that hire, Bucks
They were
fans.
stoked. Oh my God, he just got hired.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. He did not make it out of preseason. He quit. Did you see the story?
No.
Terry Stotts, who came over to be like an offensive coordinator, quit today from the Milwaukee Bucks. He honestly was with the team for like a month.
Who is the coach of the Milwaukee
Adrian
Bucks?
Griffin, a rookie coach.
And I think Giannis tabbed and okayed him, and Dame
Bro, I
tabbed and
didn't
okayed
realize
his
that.
guy, Terry Stotts, who came out of a hiatus from coaching to come back.
Yo, I did not realize this.
Very interesting situation.
Yo,
First
what?
of all, sometimes a veteran assistant coach with a rookie head coach, it is a weird dynamic because we all know that's not a team that wants to give this a 3-year runway to figure out what happens. This is a win or bust year with a rookie head coach and a very experienced veteran assistant, which is always a weird dynamic. But I don't know if it was Shams today who had the article. I can't remember.
Yes.
It was Shams, right? That's what I thought. The article reporting that is a little weird. I'm just going to say this. I don't want to. You can do your own research on this one.
I always do my own research.
Adrian Griffin.
Especially about the good stuff.
Adrian Griffin, based on the way that article was reported, which again, there's reason to think that this is a one-sided article, but the way it was reported made me think like, well, that's weird. This seems like a guy who's very. Remember Mark Jackson, how he would like create schisms with the Warriors coaching staff and like this or that? It almost reminds me a little bit of that, where it's like they had this huddle and then Terry Stotts was working with the player and he's like, just 1 second. And then he gets yelled at. And I actually heard from another person that they heard that it was a cussing at Terry Stotts.
I could hear that in my head. When I read
And so I'm just saying that you're in your rookie coach with a lot of expectations and you don't make it out of camp without a coach quitting behind sourced reporting now that says that it's a kind of a chaos. So Milwaukee Bucks, discounting them in my championship power rankings.
Yo, I half picked them in our little survey, but
Rookie head coach.
but I didn't know this rookie head coach. But I also I don't know. I'm not as sold on Dame and Giannis as everybody is. I know that it's like I don't know. I feel like it's going to be dynamic at times, but I also think I just don't know.
There's more to basketball than just a 2-man game. I mean,
I don't think I don't know. I'll have to see it. Obviously, it's just I'm imagining the way that Dame typically plays, and I just try to imagine like if CJ McCollum was Giannis Antetokounmpo, and like just in the 2-man like that was a 2-man.
Yeah.
I understand. So I'm saying like
I don't know. This coaching,
I'm just putting it out there.
The coaching thing to me is really weird. It just if you have a rookie head coach and you have a very well respected offensive mind and he quits this early, it's not a good sign.
No,
it's not a good
Do you
sign.
remember, and it's different situations, but David Blatt had a somewhat of an issue, as I understood the reporting, with a bit of the ego stuff, right? Very successful coach in other contexts. And he, I think, really wanted to tell everyone how he was going to do it. And here was his way, his first year in Cleveland, and that rubbed some people the wrong way. I just thought of that when I read this story. Some people maybe take the approach of like, I really got to show everyone I'm ready to lead this group with Terry Stotts and Dame and Giannis, and I'm a rookie head coach. Like, look, I have the authority here, but sometimes that stuff can backfire. Don't know what happened, but it's interesting.
By the way, this is Giannis's guy though. He's the one that was like, I want Adrian Griffin.
I was just going to say this. This feels like Terry Stotts wanted a Dame-focused attack, and
maybe
the rookie head coach wants a Giannis-focused one. And it's like, he's like, why did you bring me? Like, I know how to best use Dame. And they're like, well, Giannis is going to bring the ball up the floor.
maybe.
Like,
But if you got your first art director gig, right, and then they hired in an assistant, and it was someone who had been working in the industry for an extremely long time, and everyone in the industry knew. I'm obviously projecting and wondering aloud, but I just, it could be an unsettling dynamic, right? Like Terry Stotts that guy has more coaching experience than me.
There's most assuredly a thing when you are a young leader where you are uncertain in whether or not you've earned the trust of everyone. And so when there is a more seasoned person underneath and you yourself are insecure about the job you're doing and you feel a challenge, like if you were in a pride of lions, they would fight to the death. But like in the world of
wolves.
Or wolves, like 20 of the wolves would
happens a lot.
17 wolves would band together. But
Several wolves, this reminds me of.
Everybody knows that. That's the way the world works through the natural world and into our world of basketball. So I get it. Like he's like, this sucks. I don't want to fight for this. Like, get out of here.
Let's move on and talk about the Denver Nuggets.
Who?
Zach Lowe did his annual watchability rankings, and I think this is the highest the Nuggets. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I think it might be the highest the Nuggets have ever come in. They came in third. Number one is the Milwaukee Bucks we were just talking about. Number two is the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to say this. I'll give it to him. Personally, there's one. To me, there's one. Nuggets are number one with a bullet, but I'm biased. I can't separate these things from
Big question here.
Yeah.
Is the watchability hurt by the fact that a lot of people can't watch that?
It might be hurt by that.
Is that part of what the...
You're right. If watchability means your ability to watch, Nuggets come in dead last.
They're so low, dude. They're like
low.
the lowest of any team I could imagine.
No, this was just more based on fun. And honestly, this is what it made me think about. Knock on wood with all of this stuff. I honestly think this is the most fun team of this era. Now, you're going to say, well, they won the title last year.
They won the title.
Well, they did win the title. That was very fun.
That was so
that
sick.
Was a lot of fun.
Do you remember that?
But let's separate the outcome. I'm just saying play style, what's going to be the most fun. They don't have the pressure on their backs of do they have to win one. Like that is gone. I think they're better than ever. Like Jokic is better than he's ever been. Murray's better than he ever has been. Porter probably better. Gordon probably better. So all of those things. The chemistry is off the hook. Like, the chemistry is just insane. And then when you go to the backups, like, look, Bruce Brown was a lot of fun, especially in the playoffs.
Oh, boy, here it comes.
The bench was not fun last year.
No, it wasn't.
The bench might not be fun this year. I don't know.
It might
but
not.
It's not going to be worse.
Calm down, Calvin.
But I will say I'm excited to watch Peyton Watson. I'm excited to watch Julian Strother. There are guys. And Christian Brown is second year. So I actually look at this and I go, I think this is going to be a more fun team than ever before.
Yes, and there's also some of the early anxiety I think will be gone for us for sure. Are we right about this team? Are they who they said they were?
Answered already.
Answered. And that stuff can hang over, especially when maybe it's a slow defensive start to the season and people are feeling underwhelmed.
Dude,
their start was so good last year and we were underwhelmed.
And we were really underwhelmed because we wanted to know.
This is the parallel we draw all of the time is between first championship year Golden State Warriors and second championship year Golden State Warriors, where they were like, oh, this was not a fluke. We are amazing, and we are absolutely chock full of confidence. We are so... Murray is prime for that specific kind of leap to have like just the soul of a killer inhabit his body at all times. Like that thing where you just like... you would see Stephen Clay, and you're like, oh, God, no. This is gonna suck. This is going to goddamn suck. Murray and Jokic are that level of, oh, this is going to suck. And there's goddamn, dude. If Michael Porter Jr., there's truly no reason not to believe unless you've invented them because they haven't played a basketball game since they rammed through the league 16-4.
Yeah, I agree. I think the chemistry will just continue. And this last year was the most fun I had watching that team, but this year, it's side quest season, and that's the most fun place to be.
It is side quest season, baby.
By the way, the New Jersey tees with the coins, I was like, coins, video games, side quests? For an hour, I thought we might be the new sponsor. But
you were like, you thought we had a secret from you?
Yeah, I thought I had.
Can I tell you the moment of white hot terror I had? When I was like, what if it's like Hunter chicken nuggets?
Oh my God,
Tyson, and those were shapes of nuggets.
Dude, did you call it Hunter, but it's actually Tyson, but you said Hunter because you were thinking Hunter Tyson?
Hunter, comma, Tyson. Guys, I love the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah. The Tyson, you're right. Can you imagine if that's what it was?
I had just a moment of white hot terror.
It's not that. I'm pretty sure it's Abada, but we'll let them make their announcement. I don't know. The more I look at it, I think the Nuggets are going to be the most fun team. I actually think they're going to deliver. And if you saw, I think it was Katie Heidendale who had an interview with Jamal Murray today up on Up Rocks. And in it, Jamal Murray talked about, we know that in years past we haven't had the same focus, and it's going to be hard, 82, because we know the big goals. So we have to set little goals, but one of them is to hit the ground running, basically. I'm just telling you, I'm optimistic that the Nuggets are not only more fun at their best, but I think they're at their best more. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that I'm like, you know what? I think we always look forward to a game and we're rarely disappointed. I think we might be pleasantly surprised despite our optimism this year.
Only question is it how long is it going to take MPJ to return to form upon
I was hoping
his return? Like, is it a Jamal Murray 20 games? Is it just
it's a rolled ankle, man? It's not.
It's a question.
Yeah,
it's a question.
It's a fair question, but I think it's more in line with like he might be rusty on opening night, and you know, and this or that. Christian Brown, I will say, I didn't expect him to play today. He's not playing again. That's one where I think Michael Porter could have gone a week ago if it was the playoffs. Yeah. With Christian Brown, I don't know. You know, like I'm curious to see if he's not available because he is such an impact player for the Nuggets.
It's a big deal, man.
We'll get an update on him. This weekend.
If not for Julian Strawther, I think I'd be a lot more nervous because of players like Christian Brown. Like, there's just a lot of uncertainty on that bench, and he's the one player that you can look at that you can say is a bench player that I felt like comfortable with every game. Right. It's the only one.
Yeah. Moving on, the Ringer, Ringer.com, they have their own player rankings that they went through. Now, if you recall, this is done by committee. And if you recall, Michael Pina in the club. Because last year, he advocated and won the battle at Ringer. It was a very split decision, but he helped make it so that Jokic was the #1 player on their board. And he got killed for it. You know what you just described to me? What's that? A saint.
100%
what he was. This year, though, you know what? He was right last year. He's right this year. Jokic comes in at #1. They didn't do the clickbaity thing. They just said, you know what? This is our guy. I do love that when they do these little breakdowns, horse guy.
That's so great.
I love it.
Dude, Ringer does great stuff. I love the personality of their company. It's great.
They do great stuff. And I do love it here. But we're not surprised by that. More interesting, Jamal Murray, 17 on the ESPN ranking, 15 on the Ringer ranking. It's definitive. We're done.
So we're getting the Simmons bump.
I think Simmons watches the show.
He at least watches the Nuggets.
He definitely watches the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
I think he watches the show. There's too many things he says where I'm like, wait a second.
Maybe we're both plugged into the same zeitgeist, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's like we're watching the same team.
Yeah, dude, it's like Five looking into the sky.
But it's like little phrases he'll say, and I'm kind of like, hold on a second, you sly dog.
Jamal was at 17 in ESPN's. Yeah. So I love this. This is a real championship bump. I mean, this is
15's high, man.
15's high. So high, dude.
People
5 out of the top 10. Top 10 is like top 10 is the really good players.
I'll be honest with you. Top 15 is because when I was going through the guys that are ahead of him, like Damian Lillard's 14.
Yeah.
You know, and Damian Lillard's like sort of certified in this league, stamped. But
what if he's nothing without Terry Stotts?
That would be incredible. But just for reference, so 14's Dame, 13's Kawhi, 12 is LeBron. So Murray's right on the outside of that trio of players.
Yeah, like if we put this out there, I would understand that Denver people would be supportive, and then I would brace for backlash from outside of our bubble.
But here's the thing, bro. This is the Smuggets era. People they'll talk about it, and you just show them the ring, man. Yeah. Like we just get that same rings culture.
Just show
them. You show them where the buddy drinks, and you show them where to go, where to take that argument, dude.
I can't remember who asked Jokic that at media day. Yeah, and it was Cassidy Hubbarth, I think. She's like, "And you got a ring," and Jokic goes, "What? Oh, that's right." You guys still don't know what this means.
Well, I mean, like it's like equally insane on both parts. Just like
totally.
Like imagine if it was like choo 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 choo, like something he did every time.
He should have interrupted her and be like, actually, that's where the bunny jumps.
But he does it all condescending like that. Like really he's like, oh, and also when you talk to him, it's Michael Malone.
Yeah. Next on our list, we've got Aaron Gordon, 51 on ESPN's board, 46 on the Ringer's board.
And actually, I think he fell down a spot from Ringers last year.
What?
But
he fell?
but I think just one spot.
But how can he fall?
Well, I'm just.
No, I'm mad. I was
You see that arrow in the top left?
You're right.
That's
is
what
a
I'm
down.
basing that off.
I
of.
think you're right.
So
actually.
I think they
That's
dinged
tough.
AG and this next player one spot, but then Yoke retains one and Murray makes a huge leap.
You know what's funny? You know who's right ahead of him? LaMelo Ball. Who's a
Don't
great
tell Nick.
player.
Don't tell Nick.
He's a great. Yeah, he's a great. Did you see, by the way, LaMelo Ball's diamond grill? Have you not seen this?
I bet it's tasteful.
Diamond grill everywhere.
Poor Nick.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe we're connected to one of the 9 Hornets fans in the world.
Yeah, dude. It's tough.
It's tough.
I'm not going to get too worked up over it, although I will say Aaron Gordon better than a lot of the guys that are right ahead of him. And then Michael Porter came in at 68 on ESPN.
Okay.
63 on the Ringer, although it looks like he also fell, which is kind of interesting. I will say the write-up on this one was sad because I'm telling you, poor Mike. Nobody has worse luck than Michael Porter. He might have the worst luck in the universe.
Except in life, where he's won at almost every stage of life.
Yeah, but come on. I'm making a point here.
My apologies.
What is every write-up about Michael Porter on every preview this year, every list? He really shot poorly in the finals. I was like, God damn it, man.
That's what happens, man.
I know it is what happens, but the guy also won a championship.
He straight up had a very good playoff run. He straight up was very good in the
Yeah,
playoff.
bad
But it
finals
doesn't matter, man. It just doesn't. You got to do it at the right time when everybody's paying attention,
Right.
and then that's the lasting argument that'll go
I know
as
this-
long until they see you again.
This is the controversial one, but when we went back and watched that 2009 playoff run during the pandemic when there was no basketball and we had to make up basketball,
Yeah.
we went back and watched
Fun
every
times,
game.
dude.
Chauncey, clearly MVP of round 1.
Yeah.
Clearly MVP of round 2.
Oh, yeah.
Melo MVP of third round
Yeah.
where they got eliminated. Only thing people remember.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
He was. Mine's the first time I watched that run. He was pretty underwhelming.
Yeah.
He was pretty underwhelming.
It's like how Jeremy Grant was good in the bubble against the Lakers,
yeah.
and that was it. And then everyone's like, Jeremy Grant, is he the best player? Like,
Jeremy
yeah.
Grant getting that. Bruce Brown is enjoying the Jeremy Grant
It's so
treatment
true.
currently.
But I love how Mike really,
Bruce Brown on this list?
steps up defensively in a way we haven't seen in the playoffs. And the story is like, his offense. This guy just.
It's just. I mean, you have. It's like when you play a player once a year and they suck against you,
Yeah,
and then people are
totally.
like, "Oh, this guy's good." You're like, "Are you insane?
Right,
the
right.
worst player I've ever seen."
Bro, we were talking about this with Amir Coffey because he went off against the Nuggets like 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
we're all like, he's nice.
Yeah,
He
dude.
doesn't play at
Oh,
all.
dude, we're like,
Has never had another good game.
we're like, God, how do we get Rashawn Holmes? Like, we have to.
I maintain that Sean Holmes is good. The little
We
push
have
out,
to
you
get him.
That wasn't one game. That was like 5 games.
Yeah, you tell me that's not a sequence.
Is it weird to you guys that KCP's never on these lists? It's top 100. Scoot
Yes.
Henderson's on the list.
I actually
He hasn't
think
played yet.
I think KCP is getting dinged by how highly the other Nuggets are rated.
Great take.
And it's like
Great
if we
take.
put all of them
the all-star
where
stuff,
they
yeah.
should be, it's maybe we're being too Nuggets centric or too Nuggets. And because then if we did that, then we'd have to just view them as the runaway favorites.
I know.
Yeah, maybe
They're like,
you
guys,
would.
is it fair to put all the guys that just won the title in as good players?
I'm
They're
gonna
like,
give-
guys, that's not fair.
But
I'm going to give you an example of a player that is him, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is like a good role player.
Trade him for a crumble cookie right now.
I'm just saying, if it was like, oh, we will give you Tobias Harris if you guys give us KCP, the Nuggets would be like, no.
Yeah.
I just
They're like, hi, we have the perfect team.
right. I mean, I get like
I get it too. I'm not
pound
gonna
for pound,
complain.
he's probably a better player. But yeah, I mean, could KCP be in there at 100 or 99? I mean,
Josh Hart 99.
yeah, there you go.
KCP is the A Josh Hart.
Yeah.
He's the A version of Josh Hart.
KCP is so underappreciated because of how steady he is.
Excuse me, Portland has 6 players in the top 100. Well, they might be pretty far back.
They probably are all
that's
down.
that's the difference.
Dude,
Is
Bruce
the Nuggets
Brown,
also have
94.
1 and 15.
Bruce Brown 94, he's a good player.
You think he's better than KCP?
I think KCP is better than Bruce Brown.
I think KCP's better than Bruce Brown.
Oh, man, this is tough.
Way better shooter.
This
Let's just
is
get that
tough.
out of the way.
You've-
Way better on-ball defender.
Holy smokes. Okay, Calvin. I mean, come on. I mean, unbelievable.
Bruce is a good player. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think there's a reason one started. One
Dude, I'm
didn't.
telling you,
I think
with you.
KCP is better. Full stop.
There-
KCP's
there's-
a two-time MVP or two-time champion.
I don't disagree. I just think Bruce Brown is getting the bump that MPJ is not. Where people saw him in the finals
totally,
as a super
totally
impactful
In fact,
player.
the Nuggets won a title because of Bruce Brown.
in his like
Yeah.
in because he's like such a gamer.
Because he's loud. That's why. Because he like
He's so
screams
dope,
and
dude.
he does. He is dope. I'm just saying. So is KCP. He locks guys up.
I can't believe I don't get to see Bruce Brown.
44% from three or whatever Kale told us. 48%.
49%.
49% from three according to
He's
Kale.
broken the human machine.
All right, guys. Let's open up the Bet365 app very
geez.
quickly. Dev's not here tonight, so D-Line is going to lose us money rather than make it. Like
That's
we typically do.
gross.
Dev's not here?
That's
Dev's
a
not
gross
here tonight.
mischaracterization of what I generally bring to the table. Like I don't like betting on
Preseason is it because
preseason
it's
games.
absolutely ridiculous.
Let's talk
and
about
absurd?
futures. Let's talk about
Really?
futures bets. You don't want. I mean, do you really want to bet on tonight's game?
Absolutely.
Kinda.
Hunter
Yeah, it's
Tyson's
like-
starting.
yeah,
What do we
Hunter
got?
Tyson.
I don't know
All
if
right,
Bet365
all right.
knows that, but
Look, is it smart? No. Is it not?
I do.
I listen.
Is it
I just
fun?
feel like
just
I
give
want-
us quick ones.
All
All
right,
right,
all right, fine.
6 points. All right, let's go first half because that's what you really want to go. Nuggets start first quarter. Nuggets starters. The spread's -2. Nuggets starters
Against-
on
I
a
mean-
dress rehersal.
All right,
I'm
get
going
that,
in.
get
I'm
that.
going hard on a
What is
dresser.
the
Can't
what's
wait to
the
lose this
juice?
somehow.
What's the juice?
It's just -115 for a 2
oh,
point. 2
come
point.
on,
Come
yeah,
on, dude.
that's our bet.
Bro, I'm in. Nuggets are going to squash these fools
Oh,
in a
no.
preseason game that doesn't
Oh
matter.
no,
We hope
Jokic
so,
is about
anyway.
to.
Lost 2 of these.
That's so true. I lost 2 of these. So bad.
Just so you know, if you're watching at home, this isn't advice unless Dev's here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for us, it's just sort of like
This is
cautionary.
content. Yeah. Maybe bet by your own instinct.
If you
and
want to go
risk.
half, though, if you want to go to the half, 3.5, I'm going to take both. You know what? I'm going to get crazy out here tonight. I'm going to bet the half and the quarter. Nuggets are not losing these two to the short-handed Clippers. Amir Coffee, come on.
Oh man, there's a bunch of futures.
All right,
on
let's go to the
Bet
futures.
Boost.
Let's hear them.
Look at it. Okay.
I just wanted to get tonight out of the way.
Okay. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, plus 900 boosted. Do we like that?
No.
Okay. Damian Lillard, regular season stat leaders, most 3-pointers made
Oh, that's an interesting
per game.
one.
Per game.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. Dude, I don't hate it.
It's per game.
I don't hate it. It's per game.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going to bet bucks right now. I'm not going to bet. I'm going to.
You bet dollars instead? Let's go, dude.
Do you have more futures for us?
I showed you guys this the other night. I feel like I found potentially a hack.
Oh, no.
Potentially a hack.
Okay.
I am betting for the San Antonio Spurs at plus 1225
Oh, you like this one.
to make the playoffs.
Yeah. I hate these kinds of bets. It's not a bad bet. It's not
I'm
a bad bet.
sprinkling it plus 1225. There is not, I mean, if Victor can be what people think he might be, there's a non-zero chance he could bring them to the 10 spot.
100%. I don't like it, though, because you never know what their motivation is.
Well, of course. And then in the same vein, I also like the Detroit Pistons in the East
Ooh.
at plus
So can you parlay those?
1075.
Are you able to parlay those two together and get like?
Oh, yes.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, dude. If
Pistons
you
and
hit that
Spurs.
bet, you own the NBA.
Yeah, you do own the NBA. That's how it works.
I like those. I think they're at least interesting to make the playoffs. Cade Cunningham comes back.
All right, I found one.
Monte
When I
Morris?
was looking, it wasn't a future. It was on tonight's game. It has just yes or no proposition. Will Hunter Tyson have the best game of his preseason? That was one of the bets you could make.
Is this one of
Yes.
the imaginary bets?
Yes.
Absolutely not. It was minus 200 though.
So you
but-
can tell because his conviction with the odds is how you know. Yeah, I think so. I think Hunter is confident off that last game. I think he's out of the cold spell. We've watched his confidence grow, and now he gets to be. This is an industry term here. It's like professional term. Wide open. He gets to be wide open with the starters.
Yeah. Can he make them? We haven't seen him do that very much in the
No,
preseason.
last game he got going.
Last game he got going a little bit.
Leading scorer last game.
I am a
5
big.
of 9. Or 3 of 6
I'm a
or-
big Bucket Hunter fan. I really want him.
Big Bucket Hunter's
to-
great.
I want him to succeed. I saw somebody call him Baby Bird, which I thought was great also.
Yeah.
I really hope he makes yet another very, very plausible play for the bench for Michael Malone this season. If he's another guy that is undeniable. Nights where Justin Holiday maybe doesn't have it, Hunter Tyson slides in, Zeke Naji has problems, they go small. I want him to be in the thought process of Michael Malone.
I think his game is tailor-made for playing with the starting lineup, meaning that he just doesn't need he don't make mistakes and make open threes. I think that's his game. He's going to cut. He's going to play hard. I think he has a banger of a night tonight. I think it's going to be awesome to watch. I will say the second unit, Reggie, Is Pickett gonna play shooting guard now? Because who else is there? I was trying to think of who the guards are.
Yeah, I think you go Reggie Pickett.
Oh, Justin Holiday, Peyton, Zeke. Oh man, bench really gonna have
unless Braxton Key and you go big.
Hey, go Braxton Key. All right, guys, we're gonna go head downstairs and watch this one. Do us a favor, hit the like button on the way out, and stay up extra late tonight. Mom and Dad said it's okay. We're going to be doing a post-game show and wrapping up the.
Kale, what's going on?
This literally never happened before.
I like it.
This ECAM update is great.
This is awesome. All right, see you guys.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.